In this week's Bleach, Ichigo checks in on his wounded comrades.
I was so worried about you. Are you all right?
No, I'm pretty far from all right.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my weekly episode reviews for Bleach's 1000-Year Blood War arc. Today we'll be looking at Episode 8, The Shooting Star Project Zero Mix. God damn, what a mouthful.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Good one.
We pick up with all the injured Shinigami being taken back to the Squad 4 barracks. There, Lieutenant Isane questions Captain Unohana about why they never left their station in order to lower the casualty rate. Unohana replies that they could have, but it was Yamamoto's last order that they stay put. Meanwhile, Ichigo goes to visit Rukia and Renji while they're recuperating. He expresses that he feels like he did nothing to help, despite driving away the enemy boss. This moment is broken up when Ichigo is called to Mayuri's lab, leading Rukia to express concern for Ichigo to Captain Hiraku.
New glasses?
No, he looks like something might be disturbing him.
Probably misses his old glasses.
Tensions rise as what's left of the Gotei 13 gather around, well, what's left of Old Man Yama, which is just his broken Zanbakuto. During this, a soldier appears to inform them that by some divine fate of the gods, Zaraki and Byakuya are alive, but may never be able to return to their captain duties.
Okay.
At the Squad 12 barracks, Mayuri has to be the bearer of bad news when it comes to restoring Ichigo's Tensa Zangetsu.
Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up.
He explains to Ichigo that his Zanpakuto can't— oh look, there's Koen. That his Zanpakuto can't be fixed because once a Bankai is broken, it can't be restored. On that bummer note, they're called up to meet with the other captains for the arrival of the Zero Squad. These 5 captains are the protectors of the Soul King and stronger than the entire Gotei 13. What could they possibly be like? Oh, they're idiots. We've got Ichibei, Korinji, Kiryu, Shutara, and Nimaya. The best of the best from what my sources tell me. They're there to rebuild the Gotei 13, but also take Ichigo back with them. However, he feels like his injuries aren't bad enough that they need to heal him in the Soul Palace.
Then die. What do you want me to do, argue with you? I'm not on the debate team, this isn't mock trial.
Suddenly, Urahara pops up over a projection to let Ichigo know that he, Orihime, and Chad are fine in Hueco Mundo, so he doesn't have to worry about them. The hero who saved them from Kurge tries to barge in, but is quickly shut out by, what the hell are Orihime and Chad doing there? Ichigo asks if his Tensa Zangetsu can be fixed at the Royal Palace, and while Ichibei says it can't be, it can be reforged. With that, Ichigo agrees to go accompany them as Shutara brings along Rukia, Renji, and Byakuya to take back as well. To get back to the Soul Palace, everyone heads on over to Kukaku's house to be launched up there. What happened to rebuilding the Gotei 13? Ganju questions if it was right to send Ichigo off, but Kukaku says they had to do it even if it makes their uncle sad. She sends him off to go train with his buddies that she saved from the Rukon district, who are totally not anyone we could see factor in at a later time. Ichigo touches down in the Soul Palace and reflects on how it was Aizen's goal to get here. He wonders why they didn't need the Oken key to enter, but Ichibei explains that the Zero Squad's bones are the Oken. In other words, Aizen tried creating one of them using his spiritual powers. He was a true evil, but the Quincy are a far greater evil. Oof, I wonder how Aizen feels about that accusation.
I'm keeping a list of everyone who wrongs me, so when I'm back on top, they'll be sorry.
We get an explanation of how the Soul Palace is set up, with the Ryokyu in the center housing the Soul King, while the surrounding plates are entire cities for each captain. First stop is at Korinji's, where they will soak up in his hot spring. There, the rotten blood and spiritual pressure will be removed, then replenished in order to restore them all to full health. And an after-credit scene shows the Soul King awakening.
What do you desire from us, your children?
I desire macaroni pictures.
My overall thoughts on Episode 8? It was fine. I've been finding out through the last couple of weeks that it's kind of hard to critique the story when I've already read where everything is going and reviewed it. If I'm gonna be honest, not a hell of a whole lot happened, but that's fair because we're dealing with the fallout of the Quincy invasion. There's hostility and grieving amongst the Gotei 13 while we watch Ichigo deal with what happened in his battle with Yuha. Yeah, we also got the Zero Squad's intro, and for animes only, that's a big moment, but All they did was pick up Ichigo and his friends, then peaced out. I will say the art of the Soul Palace looked wonderful though. It felt like there was a lot more explaining and setup being done this episode. Quite a bit of exposition about broken bankais, the creation of the Oaken, the layout of the Soul Palace, etc. And you can tell they're alluding to something big in store for Unohana's character, then the glances of the Hueco Mundo hero, the Fullbringers, the Shiba clan heritage, and the Soul King. I guess these are all necessary things to build up. Mostly. Even with all this going on, I will compliment the pace at which the anime has been moving. Seems contradictory since I'm complaining about not much going on, and yet it's insane how quickly we're moving through everything. Back in the day, they'd have spent 2 to 3 episodes on Yama's Bankai alone. Yet here we are at episode 8 with almost 4 entire volumes covered, and our boy Ichigo is kicking it with Squad Zero. If you go back and read some of these chapters, you can see they're cutting out some of the nonsensical parts to continue this fast pace. It may be jarring to some viewers that it's moving so quickly and not taking time to totally chill out, but as a manga reader, I'm glad to see them cut the bullshit and give the appropriate time to characters and moments. Although I'm mad they potentially removed Rukia's Peach moment in the hot spring.
I'll never forgive the Japanese!
So yeah, while the Zero Squad is a highlight, not too much going on in this one. We're dealing with the aftermath of the invasion and setting up future characters' involvements. But let me know what you guys think. If there are any animes only watching, how do you feel about how fast the story is moving? And thoughts on the Zero Squad? Favorite comments will be featured in the next review. Here are last week's winners. Well, that'll do it for me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow my Twitter and Instagram. Links to those can be found in the description. So until next week with episode 9, The Drop, peace.